Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4 Power and Revolution. All roads lead to Delhi. And in this episode, or in the last episode, I believe we took steps to improve the situation in Pakistan, which has just been annexed by India. We spent some money to develop the provinces here a little further. Yeah. So the next step is, my next approach is going to be to refocus on India. Sorry, I was just making sure my recording was working there for a second there. So in India, I think I'm going to actually focus on the title of the game for a little bit here. All roads lead to Delhi. That was part of the original goal. And yeah, I was gonna. No, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna spend some money. I was gonna wait till the quarter was over, but what the heck? Let's spend some money. We almost have all our debt paid off, anyways. Time to build some major highways. Let's connect these cities here. And of course, like always, I'm sure they'll say it's a horrible choice. Everything I do with infrastructure, horrible choice. But as we all know, and as was pointed out on the channel, all infrastructure does help with the economy. So we are going to connect all these cities. That is about a $6.6 billion construction project, and this will connect the entire country, loop back around, because this road goes all the way to the south, and we'll have to extend it even further a little bit, and comes back up the other coast. So this will create a loop to Delhi. And yeah, let's go ahead and confirm that. 12,000 miles. 12,000 men, 1,200 miles, 12,000 men to allocate. Available allocation, manpower allocation of 3.7 million, so we got plenty there. Cost over 5 years is $4 million. With an annual $4 billion with an annual reimbursement of $800 million per year. Time to reach construction will be 51 months. That is over 4 years. And can we allocate more? Do we want to allocate more? That would make it quicker. Costs more. 43. Employs a few more people. 13 is an unlucky number, right? Let's make it an even 15. That's the $6 billion we thought we were going to spend. And that takes 34 months. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Alright, construction will begin. And we are connecting all roads to Delhi. Just a quick channel announcement. I wanted to mention how there's a couple critiques that I've had recently about too many commercials or ads. I think I do ads about like every 8 minutes in my videos. There's two critiques, one on ads and the other was on content. And just to address the ads one real quick, what I did was I put in my Patreon, on my Patreon page, I added a new goal. Right now I'm getting about $9 a month on Patreon. If that gets up to 10, I will make the promise of extending the ads. I won't do ads. Ads will be only every 10 minutes instead of every 8. About 8 to 10 now. I'll make sure I will do no ads. Give you at least 10 minutes of content without any ads. That being said, if I end up doing that, it will most likely cause me to extend my videos to at least 35 minutes. Right now they're 25 to 30 minutes. I will likely extend them to at least 35 minutes just because I want to get that third ad there. Because yeah, the content really, YouTube doesn't really pay that much money. I think I make about $30 a month, $20 to $30 a month in ad revenue, which pays for about half my internet monthly bill. So that's all. It's really just sort of cutting the expenses a little bit. This is really just a hobby. It's not a profession at all, or not really a revenue building thing or money making thing, at least not yet. And as far as Patreon money goes, I'm pretty much going to use that money to buy new games and look for new content for the channel. Maybe eventually buy some editing software, which would be nice because I can make better editing. I did shell out about $10 for that thumbnail image for that Prussian Glory series, just to make it look a little more professional. I did a little editing with that myself, but I bought like a Prussian image of like a Prussian flag there with the eagle and everything. So I thought just throw a little bit at you guys to make it look a little bit more professional on my channel. I don't really have a lot of technical skill and ability. I don't think I'm going to do that again because I do know how to make the thumbnails now on Canva, which is a good free site, canva.com, if you want to make thumbnails for your videos, just FYI. They do charge for some of them, but you can edit, you can upload your own images and edit and such. So just an update there. And as far as, right, and then on Patreon, if it gets up to $10 a month, and the reason why I chose $10 a month, because if it's below $10 a month, Patreon takes 37%, so I'm only getting 63 cents per dollar. If it's above $10 or above, I think it's like more like 80 to 85%. So, you know, right now, 37% of the money donating to me on Patreon is going to Patreon, but if it gets up one more dollar, would cut that in half or something, almost. So, just an FYI there if you want to support me on Patreon. The link is in the description below. But no pressure. And the other announcement I wanted to do for the channel was about channel content. And I sort of this summer have been trying to diversify, but I feel like I might have been throwing too much stuff at you, and someone had commented on how the videos were too sparse and losing track of the storyline and everything. And so I'm going to try and go ahead and sort of focus on, refocus, and not spread my content around as much, even though last night I did play Airport CEO, and I really sort of just figured that game out for the first time. But I'm probably just going to focus on the two series right now. This Geopolitical Simulator series, India. I do want to get to 100 episodes in India. That's sort of my goal, and I do want to achieve the goals too before I move on to the next one, which will be Turkey. Turkey is next on the list for me. Resurgence of the Ottoman Empire. That'll probably be in the fall. I'm hoping so. I'm gonna try to really focus. You know, last week I had a class I was taking on how to teach AP Government, Advanced Placement, U.S. Government and Policy. So I was busy last week, but for the next 5 weeks of summer, I'll be working on developing the AP Government course and everything for my students, and I drive Lyft for some money and try to exercise and stuff like that. But in general, I should have a lot more time to focus on India and getting this done, and I'm probably going to make a lot of videos at once, just FYI, so comments might be a little behind, but Patreon subscribers will get the videos as soon as they are updated on the channel. And so again, another little incentive for donating on Patreon, $1 a month minimum, and you get the videos get posted right away. But that's just for Patreon subscribers, Patreon supporters. That being said, that's everything I wanted. Oh yeah, that's all for the narrowing of focus. So I will be doing India and Prussian Glory are going to be the two real focuses for the next couple weeks for this channel. I think I can get Prussian Glory, the challenge that was posed by Ari Holyfield, our Patreon and subscriber to this channel. I think I can get that I'm pretty confident I'll be able to achieve it. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I think I can pull it off. Anyways, and that's to eliminate all major powers in the European theater and establish a colony in North America, as well as unite Germany. I think uniting Germany is sort of like the first goal, and that's sort of like an easier goal, which I shouldn't have a problem doing. But the real challenge is getting all the major powers out of Europe. And I think I came close to it one time with like a Poland-Lithuanian series that I did, or campaign that I did. So I think that's definitely doable. And Prussia's military is like elite in that game. So that's Total War, Empire Total War. That will be going on the channel simultaneously. Probably be releasing one of each episode every other day, an India episode every other day, and then every other day will be Total War Empires, just to focus a little bit. And on top of that, I do have Twitch. I am still trying to get a Twitch affiliate. I'm really close as far as average viewers. Sunday night, I'll be doing Out of the Park Baseball. I don't know how much more I'm going to do of that. I'm going to probably try to do that just until I get the Twitch affiliate. If I wait like 5 days and don't do anything, I think my average will go up because of like the original live streams did not have a lot of average viewers, and if I just knock them out of the 30-day period, I think it'll statistically automatically put myself where I want to be for Twitch affiliate. So that might happen, but I'm going to do an Out of Park Baseball Sunday night anyways. I don't think I'm going to do Democracy 3. Sorry, I apologize. Especially Adam H. and Francesco and Gentleman Ghostron out there. I may come back to Democracy 3 later, but like I said, a lot of people are sort of getting overwhelmed with all the content I'm putting on the channel. Let me know what you guys think. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but I think I'm sort of going to postpone that and sort of focus on India and Total War Empire for now, just to try to get through these series as quickly as I can. And once I do get the Twitch affiliate, I think I am going to... There will be a third game for the channel, sorry. One more game. This is just because a Patreon supporter, Eddie Giles, had bought the game for me and is waiting for me to start playing it. I'm ready to play it, I think. But I think I'm going to use that as a live stream because Geopolitical Simulator 4 is not a game you can play on Twitch, I guess. And my recording of Total War Empire, the way I recorded on XSplit, I haven't figured out how to record and live stream at the same time, so both those two games don't really work well for live streaming for my purposes for Twitch. But making History: The Great War, which is the World War I game that I'm going to start playing on Twitch once I get affiliated, that is a game that works really well for my system because I can record it on OBS, I can have it open on one screen and have the Twitch feed open on the other screen and everything. So that game, once I become a Twitch affiliate, I think I'm going to start live streaming that game on Twitch, probably nightly. And I've been reading up a lot on that. I've read The Guns of August, and I've got some other sources that I've read about World War I, watching a lot of lectures online and everything, so definitely want to play that. So that is my big channel announcement. That took longer than I thought. Let's press play here. I'm going to continue to push. Here we go. This is a horrible decision, right? Waste of public money. Sure, get out of my face. Mujahideen rebels are in retreat. That is always good.
After their incursion
Yeah. How many they got now? 6,000. Looks like they increased their numbers a little bit. We have a zigzag going on, right? Tank zigzag, I hope. There's a zigzag. Those aren't zigging and zagging as much as I want them to. And this war is really bogging me down here. A lot of different groups here. Tourism likes it. Automobiles, transport, road transport, all like what I did. Missile launchers. Let's launch a strike against some of these guys. Let's see if I can't take out a few of the Mujahideen. That. Still dealing with the famine. United Kingdom, we don't want to eliminate their head of state. Cliff Sterling. 1.5 billion donated there. What do we have with this base? Anybody? Anything? 140 tanks, let's move them. In my zigzag, we're gonna zig and zag with these 140 tanks. Let's go multi-order. Come on, give me something. Alright, let me just pause the game here. I was complaining about Total War Empire, And how my cavalry doing what I asked them, but this game is so much worse. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. Now. I don't know what to do. Ah, there we go. Zig. Zag. Zig. Zag. Zig. Keep going. Don't stop. There we go. Come on. We're gonna work this across the entire. This is just frustrating me. Sorry. And cycle. Okay. Hopefully that worked. There it is. All right. Good lord. 4 tanks. Go back to that base. That's it. Just go back to the base. There we go. Just do it. Just do what I ask, please. Ah. Huh. Alright. I'm done dealing with that for now. Where are we? When are we? May 24th. May 24th. Mujahideen attacks. Okay, what else did I want to look at? There are... Earthquake. Uh-oh. Is that one of mine? Is it my province? Jeez. Another disaster. Maybe get out of my face, and maybe I don't think I have spies there anymore. Famous historian taken hostage.
Took place last night and was carried out by an armed commando in the middle of the streets of the capital.
No!
The operation took place in a few seconds, and a terrorist organization claimed responsibility immediately.
No!
We are awaiting more information, but the claims seem likely to be true. Our men are on it.
Get on it, men. Historians, those are my favorite people. Enough with the Mujahideen. Alright, what I wanted to do, a couple things I wanted to actually look at. Trade agreements for one. We've lost a number of, so a lot of trade agreements are expiring, or have expired recently. So, let me look at the economy actually real quick just to see where we're at. We have a 6%, almost 7% growth rate. Inflation is at 6%. Looks like it's holding. And unemployment's around 4%. So those are really good numbers. Taxes. $74 billion budget excess, $39 billion in debt. What happened here? Hostage transmitted press release. If their demands are not met, they will execute in 58 days. Execute the hostage. Better not kill my historian.
The theory that says if you
And
want...
now I'm done with dealing with you for now. Rebels in retreat. And get out of here. So, assessments. What do we have here? Beef. The beef contract I think we just settled. That's good until 1929. Detailed assessment of this contract will provide very low price of beef and a large part of the supply we need. That's a beautiful trade contract. We're not going to touch that. We'll leave it as
Our
it
agents
is.
have infiltrated and found the kidnapper's hiding place.
Yes, that was quick.
It's a house in a suburb far away from the
We're
capital.
good at that.
Our reaction forces are strategically positioned and say they are ready to take action.
Do it. We are good at rescue operations. Knock on wood. Yeah, I've never lost a hostage in a rescue operation. Water supplies. This is critical. We need the water supply networks. I don't know if we need it from the United States, but it looks like they're giving us a pretty good, very low price. So, I guess we'll keep that. I think I just picked off another one of these. Almost 7,000 deaths here in the war. Deaths abroad. That really didn't affect us too much.
After their
Alright, so the war is still going well. Coal, an annual coal sale. This is September 24th. This is $200 billion, which isn't too big of an impact on our economy anymore. That'll lower the growth and slow the inflation if we let it go. Do I want to sell? That's the United States. We also have a coal deal to France. That's expiring soon. That's $30 billion. I think I'll just leave that. I'm not going to negotiate that. Hostage, yes, look at that.
after their incursion.
I just want to disable that. Alright, the historian is safe. Hostages were taken by surprise. No time to react, just like always. Spending a good amount of money there. Purchasing copper. Purchasing copper. Copper is more of a raw material, not a finished product. This is something that's really good. We got a whole year before that. We're not going to touch that. Don't have to worry about that. Water supply networks from Australia, we may need more water supply networks. Those are critical for growing crops. Salary increase requested. Staff are losing patience. They want a salary increase. I'm at 100% right here. I'm not increasing salary right now. Not till inflation goes down a little bit. Purchasing maize. Large part of the supply we need. That's critical, especially when we're dealing with famine. Chemical product sale to the United States. That we got plenty of time, and that's another 100 billion. Once-off purchases. Annual purchase of natural gas from Russia. That's coming up soon, and that we probably need. What else do we have here? Oil. Annual purchase of oil. That we got time. Most of the rest of this stuff is not really good for us. Aluminum from Poland. We're gonna let that one run out. I guess we'll let those contracts run out. I guess I don't have to worry about it as much as I thought. Water supply networks coming up in the fall is going to be a big thing I have to worry about. I was trying to buy raw materials from countries to help supply my industries that are building more finished products. One big electronic components and steel are the two big ones, and I'm just going to click on China just to check, because I just want to see. Automobile construction is something that I would want to negotiate out. Bauxite, I think, is necessary for aluminum. Aluminum, I wish I could go in and look. Electronic components, see, that's not really. Our production of electronic components is fine. Electronic components are in a lot of different supply chains. But steel is also in a lot of different supply chains, and we are producing more steel. So steel and electronic components are two of the most important ones. There, you find them in more supply chains than anything else. Of course, energy products are also important, and natural gas. We are supplying our consumption of natural gas with the contract from Russia. Oil, I probably could get more oil because our consumption is low on oil. And what about aluminum? Aluminum consumption is fine. Bauxite is fine. The other big things we have to worry about is food. Cement is fine. We could probably negotiate some trade deals if we want to grow the economy, but I don't want to grow it too much, because then I have to worry about, we need fuel. So fuel, no, we don't need fuel. Oil, we need oil. We got plenty of iron. Yeah, the reason why I don't want to negotiate these contracts is because, ooh, not enough plastics. I want to develop my plastic industry though, and export plastics. That's a finished product that I want to export. Yeah, the reason why I don't want to sell my natural raw materials, wow, is because one, I want them to develop my own industries. Utility vehicle, we'd like to get that going. Is that a red update up there that I saw? And I don't want to blow up the inflation either with the contracts. Automobiles are good. Utility vehicles and plastics. Effective security services, very good. And of course more on the war against the Mujahideen. What was I gonna do? Oh, okay, so what I wanted to do, maybe I'll save this for the next episode. I wanted to look at other organizations. There was talk about doing a Central Asian alliance to sort of counteract China. It's a good idea. But there actually are already some organizations that we could take a look at that I might want to join. Before I do that, let me just look at the natural disaster situation here. Earthquake, yuck. International donations are at $2 billion. And oh, that's transferred. We need another 2 billion. I think this works. I really don't have this whole management down here. 91. That looks like another 25 billion could be donated. I think I did that right. I hope I did that right. I don't know if I did it right or not. I want to get rid of that famine. I want to get rid of that earthquake. Somebody said that I didn't have any soldiers or something like that. That was weird. I have 1.35 million career soldiers now active. I don't know if you were talking about a specific base or not. Commandos are down to 335. That's not a really good number. I'd like to increase that. But the objective is 1.5, so we're going to be recruiting more soldiers in general here. Number of active military personnel, salary, defense budget. Defense budget is down below 20% of the GDP. A lot of things are down below what they were originally. We're not spending as much in general. Take a look at the budget if we can. The budget, I wonder if it tells you what the percentage. Surplus as a percentage of GDP. Debt servicing. Debt servicing is negative. We're not going to have debt servicing in a second. That's going to be gone. Public debt as a percentage of GDP is less than 1% compared to 47% of our GDP. 47% of our GDP. Yeah, GDP has grown so much. In the last, we're almost at 9 trillion here. Growth rate's slowing down though. Pretty quickly. Let me look at the plastic industry real quick. Am I exonerating them? Plastics, because we have domestic market. They're not being exonerated at the moment. Sector info. Oil, coal. I need more oil. Chemical industry. I think I need more oil. So a trade deal for oil would help. And industry info. So look at how much money do we make on plastics? Very little. So plastics are going to be exonerated from taxes here. Let's exonerate plastics. And I gotta make a deal for oil. Hopefully that'll grow the plastic. I don't want to do that. Hoping to grow the plastic production, plastic industry, and maybe we can export that. Where was I? What was I doing? Oil. Let's go to energy. We need to find an oil market. There are probably oil fields in India that I can develop. I think people have mentioned that in the past. But I want to see, and I would definitely prefer a cleaner energy, but I think with our industries now, we're going to have to import oil. So, where to import oil from is the question. Who's got the cheapest amount? Let's take a look. I forgot to look at how much I need. How much do I need? I need, woo! I need a lot. What are we getting from Russia? Like 90 or 100? Where's that trade deal? Diplomacy. Care for refugees. Russia is selling us 124 124 tons of oil, which puts us at about 170, which means still need about 60 to 70 million enemy units spotted. I don't want to deal with it right now. Still need about 60 to 70 million tons of oil. Compensation for catastrophes. That's not really working. Who is producing enough? Well, no, actually, what is the cheapest purchasing price? China, but they're consuming so much. Vietnam, Algeria. Maybe I get 40 million from Algeria. I might talk to the Algerians. Oh, that's a purchase. What's their sale price is what I'm looking for. Never mind. We need cheaper sale price. Iran is actually selling really cheap. A lot to make a deal with Iran. Nigeria, that's an option. I'll go Nigeria. I don't want to get in bed too much with the Iranians. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Again, Patreon supporters, if you get it over... we don't really have good relations with them, do we? It might have to be a meeting with the Iranians. $1 more on Patreon. We'll get these videos up to about 35 minutes, or over 35 minutes. You know, no pressure there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment down below. And like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already and if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.